Hello everyone, today we'll be talking about Sonic Prime, which is a Netflix animated series that's coming in 2022. Me personally, I'm super excited. We haven't had a cartoon since Boom, which was good, but just not like the thing that I kind of like wanted out of a Sonic cartoon. But from the sounds of it, this cartoon or like animated series might be the best one yet. The thing I want to do is look through the concept art. So as you can see, the first one is a picture of Sonic looking at Tails. Most of them, they're the new designs. They both look really sick. You can see them in like a city that's kind of like an Eggmanland city. Even in the background, you can see a TSR render of Eggman. So overall, I actually really like this set photo. I like how Sonic and Tails look, because in some other set photos, I don't really like how Sonic looks, but in this set photo, he looks really amazing. And so does Tails. I really like the touch of his mechanics at the side of the jacket. And I like his like 9 tails. And this is supposed to be like a more grown-up version of Tails. Like, you can definitely see it. Now this set photo has to be my favorite. It's like basically Sonic Unleashed, but with different gloves. Again, just Eggmanland, and then Sonic's just exploring it. You can see more Eggman in the background, like a lot. You can see like big statues, lights, even more renders from games. And then there's just Sonic. This set photo is easily my favorite out of all of them. I mean, concept art. And it looks amazing. Like, this is like wallpaper material. This is amazing. Now, this set photo is more of like Eggman. You can see Sonic running through a dimension. Sonic doesn't look too good here, but it's like concept art, so it's okay. And then you can see all the Eggmans. He's like, and they're all just pointing at like shattered dimensions. One that literally just took out of Eggmanland, like the game. Like, you can see it's not like a photo or anything, it's literally just a screenshot of the game. And then you can also see a flag with a skull echidna. So this might have to do with echidna tribe. And then this forest is in the set photo where we saw Amy. So I'm assuming that's where that goes. Overall, this is really good. You can see baby Eggman in the background. It wasn't stuck. Old Eggman. You can see, and then you can just see other Eggmans that I'm not sure from this distance. But they all look really cool. Now this Sonic just literally defeated everybody, I guess. All of them are just defeated and Sonic just there, which is cool. And I like the new shoes. The new shoes look amazing. Here you can't really notice he has new gloves at first glance, but you can kind of tell. And then they're just Eggmans, just defeated. And then there's Sonic doing the L, like, come on, bro. And then this like gives me like this Sonic like doesn't look like the other Sonics a bit, but it looks pretty good. Like this tone that I'm feeling, that's different. You can also tell, I don't know if it's like the lighting, but you can tell his gloves are green this time. And then there's Amy she's a cave woman, I guess, and she looks pretty decent. But I really like the spear and her hair and the shoes. The shoes look really good. Everyone has really good shoes, to be honest. Like, they all have new shoes, but they all look really good. Like, props. In the concept art, they have different designs. It's not like a full redesign like Sonic Boom, like for Sonic at least. He has some pretty cool shoes, if I say so myself. I like the normal shoes better, but it definitely looks cool. And then his gloves are like kind of like robotic in a sense. It's definitely not the normal one, but Sonic himself didn't get a change. And overall, it actually looks really good, and I actually really like the shoes. The shoes is a nice touch. As of Tails, in the concept art, he looks sick as hell. He finally got 9 tails. His like hair is like slicked back. He got really cool shoes. Got like the jacket. And Tails is done really well. It's like another multiverse Tails. To be honest, if he was a normal Tails in the games, I wouldn't complain. Like, Tails looks really good, and then Sonic is just Sonic, but with cool shoes and gloves. And the shoes actually look really good. Like, now that I'm seeing it more, it actually looks really nice. And they've done an amazing job. As of Amy, I know that's like a multiverse Amy, like this, just like have the cave suit on or whatever, and she looks okay for a cave girl, I guess. But I'm really excited to see other people design. If we see Shadow, if we see Silver, if we see Blaze. We've also seen Eggman, and Eggman also looks really good, and there's like multiple versions of Eggman. In the set photos, you can see the normal Eggman, you can see a baby Eggman, you can see a spoiled kid Eggman, a really old Eggman. They're all just like Eggmans, I guess. and they don't look like too crazy, but they do look pretty decent. My favorite's definitely the normal Eggman. He just looks good as he is. But the middle-aged Eggman doesn't look that bad. It was like the hair up, not that bad. I've been talking about this already, but other than the last concept art, this all looks based off of Eggman, or like all like Eggmanland. So it looks like it's inspired from Sonic Unleashed, which is the best game of all time. So like, that's pretty cool. I really like Eggmanland as like a setting, and seeing them take inspiration from that is amazing. I'm also wondering if they're like, you know, in one of the concept art, we've seen that he goes into multiple multiverses. So like each multiverse is based on games. For example, like one multiverse is like Eggmanland, which is taken from Sonic Unleashed, and then another one's like, you know, other tribes, other stuff. So I want to see if like those multiverses are based on game. As long as there's no Green Hill. Oh, am I kidding? They're gonna put Green Hill, but I would love to see multiverses based on games, seeing so many cool settings from each like big game, and seeing them all as like different multiverses with each place in a game have their own type of world. It looks sick as hell, because Eggmanland, already looks dope as hell in the set photos, and seeing those other games getting represented through Sonic Prime, games that Sega kind of forgot about or didn't port, for example Sonic Riders, Sonic Heroes, those games that we haven't seen in so long, getting like reference or like their own little multiverse that Sonic has to, own little multiverse, but like their own like place would be really cool to see, because you know, games that we haven't seen referenced in like decades, games that we don't like even see anymore, or like for example if we saw Water Palace from Sonic Crush, like Apodos and Water Palace as their like own place, that would be cool, really cool to see. And not only do they have cool settings that can work in a cartoon, it'll also help the fans that watch it, so like everyone can watch it, not just like, so like older Sonic fans can also watch it and catch the reference, hey, that's from that Sonic game. So it only puts something to the fans, and you already have a lot of cool settings to choose from. Now I want to talk about the whole multiverse thing, because you know that's like the whole plot point, and you can either tell it's probably going to be similar to Sonic Generations. They're chilling, and then obviously like Eggman like used the time meter technically, and he literally butchered the timeline and everything. So I think it's gonna be like this, kind of similar to Sonic Generations, where Eggman and Sonic are just chilling, they're doing their usual fight, and then this whole multiverse things happen, and it's up to Sonic to save. I mean, that's my guess, and it's probably gonna be obviously we're gonna know there's gonna be a lot of characters or multiple versions. We've already seen one Sonic, we've seen a version of Tails that looks sick as hell, we might even see Silver. We know Silver is like in the future, so if we see multiple Silvers in the future, it'd be really cool, and see like maybe in another multiverse his timeline in the future is actually like good, because Silver's future isn't that good, so he came back in time. And then there's Blaze, which she's from another dimension. Then there's Shadow. Maybe in one multiverse we can see Shadow and Maria, and they're actually both alive. In another version we can see both dead. In another version they never had to make Shadow for Maria. We can see so many cool stuff. We could even see an Eggman that teams up. We've seen Eggman team up with Sonic, but it's because he had to. But seeing is generally like actually good Eggman, kind of like Mr. Tinker, would be really helpful, and it'll actually be really cool to see a new take on Eggman. What I'm hoping though is that it's not like basic, like, oh, there's a pirate Sonic. Like, no, like make it, spice it up a bit, make it really cool. And I also want these characters to be written well, because from Sonic Colors Plus, like the whole Sonic series is just written pretty badly in my opinion. Like none of them are good. Like neither is Metal Sonic, like literally any character but Eggman. So not only is this multiverse seeing different characters, I hope they're all written well, and they're all written like how they're supposed to be. And this whole multiverse thing is really cool. It gives me like Sonic Unleashed vibes, but on a bigger scale, where in Sonic Unleashed he's exploring continents through the world. Here he's really exploring multiverses, like it's a much bigger level, but he's still exploring each part. They also said something about self-redemption, so we don't know what that's gonna be. It's gonna be kind of like the leaked Sonic Rose, which is definitely not gonna actually be a game, but you know, Sonic Rose, where they have this whole Hedgehog tribe and backstory, and Sonic goes through a character arc in that, because usually in the game Sonic doesn't have something he needs to redeem, like self-redemption or whatever, you know what I mean? He's usually like a flat character, so he's like, so it'd be really interesting to see their takes on Sonic and the whole multiverse thing and the whole self-redemption, and I'm really excited to see all the other versions of these characters, and I hope they do them well. So another thing about Prime is the casting. We don't know who's playing who. We know that the actors are most likely going to be Canadian for legal issues. So who's going to be voicing the cast? For Sonic, I have Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds, I think a lot of people know him. He's done Deadpool and Detective Pikachu. And I think he actually might work for Sonic with the right direction. Because here, let me just put a voice clip.
I know, you can't understand me, but put down the stapler or I will electrocute you.
So with the right direction, I do think Ryan Reynolds can do an actually really good Sonic. And for Eggman, just get Matt Pollock. And the other characters, well, I'm too lazy to figure them out. Well, that's it for the video. Thanks for watching. Comment down below whether you disagree or agree. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and peace.